Hey guys, what's up? It's AppleCritics from AppleCritics.com. In this video, I'm going to be showing you WatchOS 7 Beta 2 and everything you need to know about it, including the new features and why you should update to it. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this video. So to start off, the WatchOS 7 Beta 2 is a 300 megabyte update. So that was on my Watch Series 4. So if you're on a Watch Series 3, it might be a little bit more. And if you're on a Watch Series 5, it might be a little less. So once again, this update is available for all WatchOS 7 supported devices. So that includes the Watch Series 3, Watch Series 4, and the Watch Series 5. Now, in terms of the overall update and everything, what we can do is just first go on into Settings. And then we can go into General. And then we can go into About, and then you're going to see that you have this information right here. So here we have the version, so we're on WatchOS 7, and then the build number is 18R5327H. So that means that we're getting closer to the final build, as it originally started with I, and now it's at H, so that's what it does. So the closer it gets to the final version, the higher it goes in the alphabet. So that is very, very interesting. Now, just to confirm, we can go to the software update tab as well, and then you're going to see that my Apple Watch is also up to date. Now, what was in the release notes that Apple gave us was that there's 15 known issues and 16 resolved issues. So yes, there will be a few bugs, so Apple did note that, but for the most part, it did resolve 16 issues from WatchOS 7 Beta 1. So that includes the auto lock setup. You can now share your watch faces. Before, it wasn't allowing you to send it. And also scrolling with the digital crown works again. So at times it just was sticking and not working. So let's say, for example, we have the Chronograph Pro watch face. What we can now do in WatchOS 7 Beta 2, we can just simply press Edit. And then we can scroll on over to Color. And now you're going to see that there's a bunch of new colors for the Chronograph Pro watch face. So that brings all the same colors as the watch bands and also the Apple silicone cases. So what we can do is just simply scroll down. You can see how intricate it gets in terms of all the colors. So there is definitely quite a few. So you can see that there's every color for your liking pretty much. And you can see that we're still scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. And you can see that there's still some more colors. So there's Azure, Cactus, Pacific Ocean. There's an Alaska color, Blue Horizon, Denim Blue, and you have all of these copious amounts of colors, I would say. Now we can take a look at our notifications. And when we take a look at our notifications, we no longer have the option to just simply force touch and then get rid of the notification. It's now the old school way where you have to swipe over to the left and then we have to hit that X for a notification. So with the dismiss notifications feature, that's just interesting that they took the force touch out. So this could just be an experiment for WatchOS 7 Beta 2, and it might not end up in the final version, so they'll probably revert back to the normal force touch to remove a notification. Now, in the source code, it was found that this button might be removed in the Watch Series 6, so this button has the potential to be removed because there's a picture that it will show, and it showed the Apple Watch without this side button, so that was very interesting as well. Now, the overall WatchOS 7 Beta 2 is just very fast. It's very snappy, very quick. It has great performance and everything like that. So that is just one of the reasons to update. It's just much faster overall. The apps load super quick and there's no lag whatsoever. So it's just instantaneous when you go into an app. So you can just see how fast that is when we go into settings, for example. Now, in terms of the battery life, what we can do is just go into the battery health. And going into the battery right here, you're going to see that this is the overall battery life. Now, the battery life is not that good. If you're expecting better battery life than WatchOS 7 Beta 1, then you will be wrong because the battery life just isn't that good. Now, the battery capacity on my Apple Watch is 100%, so that my Apple Watch is the outlier in that, but just the overall battery life is not that good. So just don't expect better battery life. It just drains really quick. Don't expect amazing battery life. Just expect to be close to a charger and just expect that your battery life will drain rather quickly throughout your day, especially with all the new features in WatchOS 7. Now, when installing WatchOS 7 Beta 2, I would recommend to at least have double the amount of storage. So it is a 300 megabyte update. So I'd recommend to at least have 600 megabytes to at least 800 megabytes available on your iPhone so that you can install WatchOS 7 Beta 2. So that's always recommended. And make sure, once again, you do create backups of your Apple Watch, as this is an experimental beta of the Apple Watch OS 7. Now, in terms of wallpapers for the Apple Watch Series 3, there is no new wallpapers, so that is something to note. And the Apple Watch Series 3 also does not have that hand washing feature. So I am on my Watch Series 4, and I do have the hand washing feature, and I know for a fact it's also on the Watch Series 5. So Watch Series 3 users will not get that hand washing feature. So that pretty much is confirmed for this beta, and it's unknown whether the final beta will actually get, and it's unknown whether the final version of WatchOS 7 will include the hand washing for the Series 3. Now, I must note that for the Watch Series 3, that they are missing some of the key features. So they do get the short end of the stick. Now, I feel like Apple is just trying to phase out the Watch Series 3 so they can push more users towards the Watch Series 6 that will come out in the fall. So that is just some planned obsolescence by Apple once again. And especially with the battery life on the Watch Series 4 not being the best in Watch Series 5, I can imagine that the battery life is much worse on the Series 3. So that is just something to note as well. Now, going into the workout app, you can see that we have the workout app. So we can see that in the workout app, we got some new workouts in the first beta. So that's really interesting. But now we can see that add workout button. So you can add your custom workout, and that is new in beta 2. So you can see that you have your ability to add your workout right there. So you have that option. So that's definitely good. Now, Siri in WatchOS 7 has a slightly quicker response. What is the weather in Paris?
It's currently clear and 25 degrees in Paris, France.
You can also see that there's an orange microphone in the top right, so that is new in WatchOS 7 as well. You can see how quick Siri was as well, so that's definitely good to see. Now, there is a new addition in the weather app once we go into it, so you can see all your cities here, but now we can finally add a city directly from the weather app, so that's definitely good. So you can add any city right here, so you just press it, and then we can go ahead and draw it, and then we can add the city directly from our Apple Watch without our iPhone. So you don't need that direct support from an iPhone to add it and then maybe control it in the Watch Settings app. So it's good that you can just directly control it now, so that's good that Apple is improving. Now, if we go into the control center, you can see that you have the control center right here, just like normal. And we can see that we now have a new feature. So now in the control center, what we can do is just simply scroll all the way down to the bottom, and then we can hit edit. And then once we hit edit, we can see that we can just rearrange certain features of the control center. And now we can move around a certain app. So we can see you can move around the flashlight, for example, and we can just move around certain features and functions of the Apple Watch control center. So that's definitely good. And that also is a new feature that is a welcome addition. Now we can go into settings, and then we can scroll all the way to the top where we see notifications. And then you're going to see that there's going to be a new feature in notifications. So you can see that you have the notification alerts from when you're wearing an Apple Watch. Then we can scroll all the way down. And then when we scroll down, you can see that we have this new notification privacy option. So when this is on, the notification details will only appear when you tap on an alert. So you can see it'll just hide part of the notification, and only when you tap on it, it will show you. So it's kind of like the privacy feature when you have a text message on the lock screen, where it'll only say new message, and it won't say the contact, and it won't say what is in the actual message either. So it just shows that you got a new message. This is just the same notification privacy on your Apple Watch, especially if you just don't want others to see. Let's say you're on public transit or somewhere out and you don't want people to see your notification on your watch. You can just keep it to yourself by having that notification privacy on, and that's definitely a good feature as well. So that pretty much sums up WatchOS 7 Beta 2. It has a plethora of new features. It's mostly there for performance and security and bug fixes, so that's the main reason of it, but it did slide in a few new features in WatchOS 7 Beta 2 that are some relatively relatively interesting features overall. Now, if you do have the Watch Series 3, you do not get the hand washing feature once again, and you do not get any new wallpapers, and the battery life might be a little bit dodgy, as it is dodgy on the Watch Series 4 and the Watch Series 5, and I fully expect it to be bad on the Watch Series 3 as well. So I do recommend this update for the performance-wise, and it just makes everything snappy and fast and straight to the point, and it's everything that you expect in an update. So thank you for watching this video on WatchOS 7 Beta 2. Please be sure to subscribe to like this video. Please smash the like button down below so you know you watched. Also be sure to check out all the other videos on my channel. Be sure to check out AppleCritics.com for latest Apple news, views, and more. Be sure to follow me on all my social media platforms at Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. My username there is AppleCritics, and be sure to subscribe for more great content, and thanks for watching.